Madeline in London, Ludwig Bellmans. London. In an old house in Paris that was covered with vines lived 12 little girls in 2 straight lines. They left the house at 9:30. The smallest one was Madeline. In another old house that stood next door lived Pepito, the son of a Spanish ambassador. An ambassador doesn't have to pay rent, but he has to move wherever he's sent. He took his family and his hat. They left for England, all but the cat. "I'm glad," said the cat. "There goes that bad hat. Let him annoy some other kitten." At the embassy in Great Britain, the little girls all cried, "Boo-hoo! We'd like to go to London too." In London, Pepito just picked at his dinner. Soon he grew thin, and then he grew thinner. And when he began to look like a stick, his mamma said, "My, this boy looks sick. I think Pepito is lonely for Madeline and the little girls next door." His papa called Paris. "Hello, Miss Clavel. My little Pepito is not at all well. He misses you, and he's lonesome for Madeline and the little girls next door. May we request the pleasure of your company? There is plenty of room here at our embassy. Quick, darlings, pack your bags, and we'll get out to the airport and catch the next jet. Fill the house with lovely flowers. Fly our flags from all the towers. For Pepito's birthday, bake the most wonderful birthday cake. Place 12 beds in 2 straight lines. The last one here will be Madeline's." "Welcome to London. The weather's fine, and it's exactly 9:30. "Good heavens," said Miss Clavel. "We brought no toy for His Excellency's little boy." Said Madeline, "Everyone knows, of course. He always said he'd craved a horse." In their little purses and in Miss Clavel's bag, there wasn't enough money to buy the meanest nag. But in London, there's a place to get a retired horse to keep as a pet. And when they went to the place, they found a horse that was gentle, strong, and sound. Some poor old Dobbins are made into glue, but not this one. Look, he's as good as new. Happy birthday, Pepito, happy birthday to you. This lovely horse belongs to you. Just then, ta-ra, ta-ra, trumpet blew. Suddenly outside, off he flew over the wall to take his place at the head of the Queen's Life's Guard, which he had always led before the Royal Society for the Protection of Horses had retired him from Her Majesty's forces. "Oh dear, they've gone. Oh, what a pity. Come children, we'll find them in the city. Careful, girls, watch your feet. Look right before you cross the street. Oh, for a cup of tea and crumpets. Hark, hark, there goes the sound of trumpets. These birds have seen all this before, but they are glad of an encore. And so are the people on the ship and shore. And now it's getting really grand, here comes the mascot and his band. The people below are stout and loyal, and those on the balcony mostly royal. The show is over. It's getting dark. In the city, in the park, dinner is waiting. We must be on time. Now let's find Pepito and Madeline. Well, isn't it lovely? They're standing sentry right here at the Whitehall entry. That is the power and the beauty. In England, everyone does his duty. Visiting is fun and gay. Let's celebrate a lovely day. Everyone had been well fed. Everyone was in his bed. Only one was forgotten. He'd been on his feet all day long without anything to eat. In a cottage that was thatched, wearing trousers that were patched, lived the gardener who loved flowers, especially in the morning hours when their faces, fresh with dew, smiled at him. How do you do? The gardener, who was never late, opened up the garden gate. The gardener dropped his garden hose. There wasn't a daisy or a rose. All my work and all my care for naught. Oh, this is hard to bear. Where is my salary, carrots and tomatoes, my beans and peas, and not an apple in my apple trees? Everybody had to cry. Not a single eye was dry. Oh, look, who's lying there with his feet up in the air? I feel his breath. He's not dead yet. Quick, Pepito, get the vet. The vet said, "Don't worry, he's only asleep. Help me get him on his feet." As a diet, there's nothing worse than green apples and roses for an old horse. "Dear lady," said Miss Clavell, "I beg your pardon. It seems our horse has eaten up your garden." A little sunshine, a little rain, and it will all be the same again. Pepito's mother said, "Quite so, quite so. Still, I'm afraid the horse must go." Madeline cried, "I know what to do. Pepito, let us take care of him for you. Fasten your seatbelts. In half an hour, you will see the Eiffel Tower." Madeline, where have you been?" "We've been to London to see the Queen." "At last," sighed Madeline, "we are able to sit down without being 13 at the table." They brushed their teeth. They gave him... Oh, sorry.
Start up here.
"At last," sighed Madeline, "we are able to sit down without being 13 at the table." They brushed his teeth. They gave him bread and covered him up and put him to bed. "Good night, little girls. Thank the Lord you are well. And now go to sleep," said Miss Clavell. And she turned out the light and closed the door. There were 12 upstairs, and below 1 more.